So here we have an integral, and we're going to make, which looks really hard. How are we going to do the antiderivative? That looks terrible. We're going to change it to u, get it to be a much easier u integral, and then do the antiderivative that way. So what are we going to start by making u be something? This time they're not giving us the u, they're asking us for it. So what is it? Well, it's going to be that inside. You almost always let u be the inside, especially when that's one power higher than the outside. So x to the eighth minus 11 is, this whole inside right here. That's going to be u. Okay, so this then becomes the integral of x to the 7, u to the 28 dx. See what I've done there? I just took this right here and brought it down there. Okay, now we can't have a mix of letters. We got to change it all over. So how do we do it? Well, I'm going to write out what that u is. Again, that u is x to the 8th minus 11. So if I do the derivative of that, du dx, remember derivatives, bring the 8 down, 8x, here, let me kill one there. Bring the 8 down, 8x to the 7th, and then multiply both sides by dx. Boom. So du is 8x to the 7th dx. And we have an x to the 7th in the dx. We just don't want that 8 there. So we can take care of that easily enough. Multiply both sides by an 8, cancels out. So 1/8 du is x to the 7 dx. So x to the 7 dx, wherever we see it, we can replace it with 1/8 du. X to the 7 dx, those two will be replaced with 1/8 du, because 1/8 du is equal to x to the 7th dx. So now this integral becomes u to the 28th du, and I'll just stick the 1/8 in the front. Does that make sense? The x to the 7th dx is replaced with 1/8 du right there, and then we get the u to the 28th in the middle. So now we changed it to a u integral, and we can do the antiderivative much easier. Bring it back here. Much easier now. We still haven't done the answer. Now we'll do it, because this is so much easier, simpler than this big mess we started with. By changing to u, we made it so much easier. Now we can do the antiderivative. So let's do it. I'm going to do the antiderivative. How do you do the antiderivative? You just take the you add 1 to the power, become 29, and you put 1 over 29 in the front. Now the 1/8 is still there. He hasn't gone anywhere. But the integral and the du are gone. We just did them. They basically operated on the u to the 28th, and we did and they are the antiderivative. They're gone. We did the antiderivative, add 1 to the power, divide by that. Okay. Last thing is we got to go back to x. So we go, oh, okay. So this is 1/8, 129, something to the 29th, and back to x. What was u all along? Right there, u is x to the 8th minus 11 from the beginning. So there's the answer in terms of x. And that's exactly what they have here, 1 times 1/8. There we go. Plus a constant, of course, which they put in there for us. And so how do we do this integral? We changed it from x to u, letting u be the inside, and the derivative, and then multiply by an 8. So then we could also replace the x to the 7th dx with 1/8 du. And then we could do the integral and the du in the front and back. They're sandwiching it, telling us to do the anti. So we did the anti. We added 1 to the power, made 29, put 1/29 in the front. Then u went back to x. Right there, u went back to x. And there we go.